Hi! Today I am reading Killing Time by Leslie Bodowitz. Hope you enjoy the reading.
Why is it called a salt pig? Matt said. Is that like salt pork?
No, silly. Salt pork is pork belly that's cured by salting instead of smoking. Think bacon. My grandmother used it to flavor her Sunday pork and beans. Cayenne's dark eyes flickered open and shut in remembered rapture, long lashes brushing her high cheekbones. The banter between the spice shop's newest employees put a smile in my heart. No last-minute desperation hires this time. He knows retail, she knows food. And, as their boss, I knew within days of hiring them that they would be great additions to the Pike Place Market, Seattle's heart, soul, and stomach. But Mac's cocked head and half squint said her explanation hadn't cleared up the muddle over the classic salt container. Some sources say it looks like a pig's back end if you stand it sideways on its head. Cayenne used a particularly porcine model, smooth, glossy, and pink beige, to demonstrate. But I've also heard that pig is an ancient Scottish word for a clay pot. That works for me. Roundish, 60-ish, sporting the short, dark hair of an Italian pixie, Sandra lifted the lid off a celadon green oval jar and mined scooping out salt with 2 fingers. This one's good. Let you get a grip on the stuff.
That's another thing I don't get, Matt said. He slid into the mixing nook beside the rest of us. Seeing the crew gathered for our Wednesday morning staff meeting, each sipping coffee or our custom blended spiced tea, a box of pastries open before us, gave me the satisfaction of a mother hen. After all that upheaval, I perished the thought. As if he read my mind from where he lay under the table, Arf rested his muzzle on my knee. I rubbed a thumb on the magic spot on his forehead. A pinch is really a guess. Why not measure? Matt continued. And what about hygiene? You measure with your eyes and your mouth, Sandra said. A recipe may look precise, but it's a guideline. You can't know how much salt your soup needs until you taste it. Is your broth salty? Are your carrots and onions on the sweet side? You taste and balance. Except when you're baking, I said, raising a finger. Then you're talking chemical reactions. But with herbs and spices, you have more freedom. And cooks are trained to wash their hands a lot. Cayenne set the salt pig back in the weathered wooden box and withdrew a rounded container. The lower half was glazed a rich, blue-streaked mahogany, the upper a cinnamon-speckled oatmeal. A hand-carved wooden spoon poked out of the almond-shaped opening in the front. Isn't this wonderful, Pepper? The potter's new to the market. She handed me the earthenware pig. The opening allows easy access while keeping the salt free of kitchen dirt and drips. Salt is hydrophilic, so an unglazed interior absorbs moisture and keeps the salt from clumping. Nice in Seattle's damp clime. It's food safe, obviously, and dishwasher safe, Cayenne said. Are you her new sales rep? Matt jibed.
No, I just love her work, and I think we should carry it.
Wish we could, but if she sells through us, she'll lose her market permit, and the artist tables are a huge draw. She'll do better on her own. Cayenne opened her mouth to protest, but I cut her off. Hey, I don't make the rules. I set down the pig and reached for the potter's card. Bonnie Clay Potter, functional sculpture. Oh, too funny. Blank faces stared at me. Continuing the Scottish theme, I said, Bonnie means pretty or attractive, so her name translates to Pretty Pots. Maybe she named herself, Reed ventured, because of her work. Sandra snorted. You think? She and Reed had come with the shop when I bought it nearly 2 years ago, and despite their differences in age and temperament, she treats him like a favorite puppy. Most days. Now she ignored the wounded look on his gentle features, and he hunched over his tea, a lock of black hair flopping onto his forehead. Sorry, Cayenne, I said. Good find, but no go. I'll take the samples back and talk to her. We turned our attention to the long list of daily tasks. We'd all pinched in to train the newcomers while unpacking shipments, refilling hundreds of jars and canisters holding spices from around the world, making deliveries to restaurants, yada yada. Plus, blending our own tea and spice mixes fresh every week. After years working all variety of retail, Matt had grasped our customer-first philosophy from the get-go. Cayenne oozes natural charm and has an encyclopedic knowledge of food, but she occasionally needs a reminder that no matter how busy she is sweeping up spilled thyme, the customer is never an interruption. Thank you for joining me today in my reading of Killing Thyme by Leslie Bodowitz. I hope you will check more about Leslie. Her links are below. And if you want to read more about Killing Thyme, check those links below, okay? Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next time.